Imagine this. You're standing in front of the mirror one quiet morning, the lines on your face telling stories of years gone by, and suddenly a wave of what-ifs crashes over you. What if I'd chosen a different path in my career, stayed closer to family, or taken better care of my health? It's a familiar ache for many of us in our 50s, 60s, and beyond, isn't it? But what if I told you that right now, in this very moment, you hold the power to shift that weight off your shoulders forever, not by magic or miracles, but through a gentle, profound change in how you view your life, a mindset shift from being anchored in regret to sailing freely toward possibility. This isn't about denying your past. It's about honoring it while stepping boldly into the life that's still unfolding before you. Today, as your friend and guide, I'll walk you through the shift step by step, with stories that might feel like they're pulled from your own journal. Stay with me, because by the end, you'll see how this one change can ripple out to touch every corner of your world, bringing more joy, connection, and peace than you might have thought possible at this stage. Let's begin with the foundation of this mindset shift, releasing the tight grip of regret by reframing your past experiences not as burdensome failures, but as invaluable lessons that have shaped the wise, resilient person you are today. You know, as we navigate our later years, it's all too common to look back and fixate on those moments, the job we didn't take, the words left unsaid, or the chances we let slip away. That kind of thinking can feel like carrying a heavy backpack uphill. It slows us down and dims the light in our eyes. But here's the truth that can set you free. Every so-called mistake was a teacher in disguise, equipping you with insights that no classroom could provide. This reframing isn't just a mental trick. It's a deliberate choice that clears the fog, allowing you to see opportunities where you once saw only dead ends. And the beauty of it? It starts small, with one conscious thought at a time, building momentum until your entire outlook transforms. To make this real, let me share the story of Robert, a 58-year-old accountant from a small town in Texas. Someone just like many of you, dedicated, hardworking, but quietly harboring regrets. For over 30 years, Robert poured his energy into a corporate job that paid the bills but left his soul starving. When a sudden merger led to his layoff, the regrets flooded in. Why hadn't he pursued his love for woodworking back in his 30s? Why did he play it safe instead of chasing that dream? He spent weeks in a haze of self-doubt, replaying those decisions like a broken record. But one evening, while sorting through old tools in his garage, Robert had an epiphany. He decided to reframe that layoff not as a tragic end, but as a long-overdue invitation to rediscover his passion. He signed up for a community woodworking class, where he learned to craft beautiful furniture pieces, tables, chairs, even custom heirlooms for his grandchildren. Within a year, what started as a hobby turned into a thriving side business, selling at local markets and online. Robert now wakes up excited each day, his hands creating beauty instead of crunching numbers. His income stabilized, but more importantly, his sense of purpose soared. Friends noticed a change. He was lighter, more engaged, even mentoring younger folks in class. Robert's journey shows us that when we reframe regrets as lessons, we don't just survive, we thrive. It convinces us that our past isn't chain. It's a ladder leading to higher ground. So ask yourself, what regret can you reframe today? Maybe that unfulfilled dream from decades ago is waiting to be reborn in a new form, tailored to who you are now. Moving forward, the next pillar of this mindset shift is embracing profound power of the present moment, transitioning from the endless loop of what-if questions about the past or future to a focused, empowering what now. In our 50s and older, life is a way of pulling us in two directions, backward into nostalgia or forward into anxiety about what's next, health concerns, retirement uncertainties, or family dynamics. But dwelling there robs us of the only time we truly own, right now. This shift invites you to ground yourself in the present, where choices are made, connections are deepened, and joy is found in the simple rhythms of daily life. It's about intentionality, choosing actions that align with your values today, rather than postponing happiness for some elusive tomorrow. The result? A life that feels more vibrant, less hurried, and deeply fulfilling because you're fully participating in it. Let this sink in through Sarah's experience, a 62-year-old retired teacher from the countryside in the UK, whose story mirrors the quiet struggles many face after a major loss. Sarah had built a beautiful life with her husband of 40 years, traveling, gardening, and teaching literature to eager students. But when he passed away suddenly from a heart condition, her world shattered. For months, she was lost in what-ifs. What if they traveled more? What if she'd noticed his fatigue sooner? The grief was compounded by fears of a lonely future. What if she never felt whole again? It was paralyzing. Then, during a walk in her favorite park, Sarah paused and asked herself a new question. What now? What can I do in this moment to honor our life together and nurture my own spirit? That simple pivot changed everything. She started small, volunteering at a local library, reading stories to children, which rekindled her passion for teaching. From there, she joined a widow support group, where she formed deep friendships, sharing laughs and tears. She even took up painting, capturing the landscapes they once explored. Over time, Sarah's days filled with purpose. She traveled solo to places they dreamed of, feeling his presence in the beauty around her. Her family noticed. She was more present during visits, her home alive with new art and visitors. Sarah's transformation proves that shifting to what now isn't about forgetting the past. It's about weaving it into a tapestry of ongoing growth. It persuades us that the present is fertile ground for healing and adventure, no matter our age. Imagine applying this. Next time worry creeps in, pause and ask, what now? Perhaps it's calling a friend, trying a new recipe, or simply savoring a cup of tea. These moments accumulate into a life richly lived. Now, let's delve deeper into cultivating gratitude as a daily habit, a shift that redirects your attention from what's lacking in your life to the abundance that's already surrounding you. In a society that bombards us with messages of more youth, more wealth, more time, it's easy, especially as we age, to focus on limitations, aches that slow us down, empty nests that echo, or dreams deferred. But gratitude flips the script. It's like turning on a warm lamp in a dim room, revealing treasures we overlook. This practice isn't naive optimism. It's a grounded acknowledgement of the good, balancing hardships with appreciation. Research in countless stories show it reduces stress, boosts mood, and even strengthens relationships, creating a virtuous cycle of positivity. Start simple. Notice the small things and watch how it snowballs into a profound sense of contentment. Consider Margaret, a 55-year-old nurse from Sydney, Australia, whose demanding career left her with chronic back pain and a growing sense of resentment. After 30 years on hospital floors, she regretted not switching to a less physical role earlier, and her pain made her irritable, straining her marriage and friendships. She felt life was slipping away in discomfort. But a colleague suggested a gratitude journal, and though skeptical, Margaret tried it. Each evening, she'd write 3 things: the comfort of her morning coffee, a patient's thankful smile, or the sound of birds outside her window. At first, it felt forced, but soon it shifted her perspective. She began noticing more: the support of her husband, who massaged her back without complaint, the wisdom gained from years of caring for others, even the resilience her body showed despite the pain. This led her to explore gentle yoga classes, adapted for her needs, which not only eased her discomfort, but also introduced her to a community of like-minded women. Her home life improved. Conversations with her husband deepened, filled with shared appreciations rather than complaints. Margaret now leads a small gratitude group at her hospital, helping others find light in tough shifts. Her story is compelling evidence that gratitude isn't passive. It's active, reshaping how we experience challenges and amplifying joys. It convinces us that by focusing on abundance, we attract more of it. Try it. Tonight, jot down 3 gratitudes and feel the warmth build. Over weeks, you'll notice subtler shifts, a calmer mind, deeper connections, and a heart more open to life's gifts. Finally, an essential part of this mindset shift is intentionally surrounding yourself with positive influences. People, environments, and resources that uplift and inspire rather than drain or discourage. As we enter our later decades, our social circles can shrink, friends move away, routines change. But this is an opportunity to curate them mindfully. Negative influences, like constant complainers or media that amplifies fears, can subtly erode our spirit. In contrast, positive ones act as mirrors, reflecting back our potential and encouraging growth. This shift involves gentle boundaries and active seeking. Join groups, read uplifting books, listen to podcasts that spark curiosity. The payoff? Increase vitality, new perspectives, and support network that makes life's ups and downs more navigable. Look at John, a 65-year-old retiree from sunny California, who embodies this beautifully. After retiring from a sales job and relocating for his wife's health, John found himself isolated in a new town. Old routines vanished, and he filled days with solitary TV watching, regretting not building stronger ties earlier. Loneliness crept in, affecting his mood and even his sleep. But John decided to shift. He sought out a local senior book club advertised at the library. At first, he was nervous. Would he fit in? But the group welcomed him, discussing everything from classic novels to life experiences. One member, a former artist, encouraged John to try painting, reigniting a hobby from his youth he'd long abandoned. Soon, he was attending art classes, forming bonds over shared canvases. These influences transformed him. He became more outgoing, hosting small gatherings, and even volunteered to lead book discussions. His wife noticed the spark return, their evenings filled with stories from his new adventures. John's energy levels rose, and he tackled home projects with renewed vigor. This story persuades us that positive influences aren't luxuries. They're necessities for a fulfilling life. They remind us we're not alone in our journeys, and that growth is possible at any age. To apply this, evaluate your circle. Who lifts you? Seek one new positive influence this week. A club, a friend, an inspiring read, and watch the ripples. Now, let's pause together for a quiet moment of reflection. Close your eyes if you like, and let the ideas we've explored settle in, releasing regrets through reframing, embracing the present with what now, cultivating daily gratitude, and surrounding yourself with uplifting influences. Which one tugs at your heart most strongly? Picture how weaving these into your life to create waves of change, deeper peace, warmer connections, a renewed zest for each day. Hold that vision. It's yours to claim. I'd be honored if you'd share in the comments below. What resonated with you? Or what's the first small step you'll take toward this mindset shift? Your words could inspire someone else reading them. If this video has sparked something in you, please hit that like button. It means the world. Subscribe for more heartfelt guidance tailored just for you, and share this with a friend or family member who might need this gentle nudge. Together, through these connections, we amplify hope and possibility far and wide. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for spending this time with me. Be gentle with yourself, and remember, the best chapters of your story are still being written. Until next time.